Hello, I'm Catherine, illustrator and business owner of character shop Katnipp.com. Today I'm going to be taking you in a week of the life as I plan designs for the end of Q1. I'll show you exactly how I plan and manage my products, and then we get to work on actually designing a brand new spring themed product. But first we need to head to a business event to see if we can get inspiration for scaling my brand. Let's get to work, shall we? Time to do a podcast. We're on our way to Birmingham. The sun is so bright. This is cool. I've just spotted a Becky Cass illustrated book. Look at this. She's a fellow kawaii illustrator. How cool. Well done, Becky. That's so cool. About that. We're off to a business event today, and hopefully I'm going to learn a little bit more about business and scaling, fingers crossed. So also Kiara has got me this book. I'm so excited to read it. These are my bag accessories for today. Got a little butterfly hair clip, and I've got Bumblebot, and I've added these cute little tassels that I got, I think from Japan maybe. How cute is that? Business, but make it catnip.
High five! It's not high five. Very much about you. Read into this whatever you like.
I'm currently just in the services because we need to charge our car up, and I've just got myself a coffee, and I'm currently doing a Patreon post about my new tulip and countryside collection, which I'm going to go into when we're straight back in the studio. I'm really excited about it. I've rejigged a few things around for my collections this year, so I'm going to deep dive into it as soon as we're back. Anyway, I'm really busy this morning because as I was checking out of my hotel, I had my Bumblebot keychain on my bag, and the receptionist behind the desk was like, "Oh my gosh, this thing is so cute." And obviously she had no idea about Katnipp or anything. And can I just say, when someone finds my characters cute without any context, it gives me so much joy, because it just makes me believe that it actually is sparking joy. She was like, "Oh my god, look at this," and she was showing her friend at the reception. She was like, "Look at this bee," and I was like, "Oh, I'm an illustrator, this is actually my character." And she was like, "What, this is yours?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is my character." And I gave her a business card, a very old scabby business card, and that has just completely made my day. I was saying to Dean, it just makes me so happy to see that in person, and having the bag charms in particular and the apparel makes me happy because I get that interaction of people commenting on it, and it's really cool when it's your own items. I can't believe it. I've literally, it's just made my day. Seriously, it's made my day. And I really want to do some sort of pop-up event or something, or I don't know, in-person event. If you watch the vlogs for a while, you will have seen that I actually used to do conventions. I did conventions years and years ago. They are really tiring, but I would just love to do some sort of pop-up shop or something in the future. And speaking of pop-up shops, I've actually just bought 2 shop displays from a charity shop that's getting delivered on Monday in the studio, so we should be able to get that on Monday, so I'll show you them. And I want to paint them, and I bought the hooks as well, and they were 10 quid, so I can't wait for that to arrive. Anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee, finish this Patreon post, and then it's back into the studio. Time to do a podcast. This year I am trying to say yes to more podcasts, and I've been invited on like a marketing podcast, so I'm gonna record that. I also went on a podcast about Disney World as well, for my personal brand, so if you want to check that out and you like Disney World stuff, I actually recorded that last week. And I've also got calls today. It's quite a lot of admin this Monday, so I'm gonna hop on that because it starts in literally 10 minutes. Oh, also look how cute my desk looks. I probably don't have time to show you this, but I've got a new keyboard for my desk. Look how cute that is. It's a blue one from Yunzi. I'll leave an affiliate link below. And my cat one is now in the other studio, but I just thought the blue contrasted nice with my pink board gaming mouse mat, and I think it makes the desk kind of look really nice and minimal and pretty. And I've also got my matching bow mouse pad over here. These are some decor decals, but it looks so pretty. Right, I better do this podcast now and sign up. I've just finished all my calls and all my meetings that I needed to do today. I'm tired. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, but I thought I'd quickly show you what we got in the studio before tomorrow when I come in. I bought these from the charity shop. Look how good these are. The shop displays. I want to do some events this year. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but in the charity shop on the high street, it was closing down and they were selling off shop displays, and I thought, oh my gosh, these would actually be perfect for events. And they're like these wall hook things. Let me show you in close up. So this one even has a mirror on, so I was thinking I could put like my bag charms on here so you hook them on, but obviously I'm gonna paint this. And I could put characters on the top here, and it's on wheels so I could get it in and out my van. And then there's another one which goes really tall, and I even was cheeky and asked for the bucket of hooks that wasn't going to come with it. It was just like down next to it, and I was like, oh, can I also get these bucket of hooks? And look, they're like point of sale displays, so if I do markets, we've got them, so that goes on top. And guess how much I got these two for? A tenner each. A tenner each for these two shop displays, and they're just perfect for markets because they're skinny and slimline. I can fit all enamel pins on here. I can spray all these if I want. We've got a bucket of hooks there. The only thing though, this has a locker in it at the bottom here, but they haven't provided me a key. So I can't get into this. If anyone knows of a way to get into this, let me know. But these are brilliant. I could put bag charms on these, and like I say, it's got a mirror on so people could try it on the bags. I'm sorry, but let's squeeze you on there. For £10, I thought that was an absolute bargain. I've just had this nagging feeling since I've been to Japan and looking at all the character shops. I was like, oh, I want my own Katnipp pop-up shop. And the way to do that is to do like markets and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. They might just gather dust, or I might just use them in the studio for like TikTok shop or something. Anyway, I have got more editing to do. It's currently 4:10, but I'm probably going to be at work till about 7 tonight. And I'll see you in the morning because I'm going to show you the plans for this collection, and we need to get the ball rolling. I'll see you in the morning. Look at this cute bundle of goodies I got yesterday. How cute, from Busy Bear Collection. I love these like transparent, whoa, it's not focusing. I love these transparent stickers. It feels like the colours, like perfect Katnipp colours. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for sending me this gift. What a lovely thing to send. Also, I've been in this morning finishing my Japan vlog. It's currently 10:30. I've set up an editing station and brought this monitor in from home because I have been getting eye strain from editing on such a small laptop. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Anyway, it is currently now 11:45, and I'm glad I've got that all like wrapped up. I just need to upload that later tonight, and I also need to work on my product collections. But do you know what I did, guys? I ended up procrastinating against sending off my mouse mat because that is priority. I need to send off for the big gaming mouse mat, and as you guys know, if you see on my plans, I have like a productivity method to get things sent off, because some things take ages to manufacture, other things only take a couple of days, and other things we can do within the day, like our die cut stickers that we can print on our printer. And I ended up procrastinating by doing a whole colouring book. I don't know how I managed to do that. Like, how have I managed to procrastinate from something that would potentially only take me an hour or two if I really have focused time, to doing a full scale colouring book? So I've actually developed, on my way back from Birmingham on the business trip, I've actually done my first 20 pages, and I want to make each colouring book 25 pages long. So it looks like like we're getting our first Katnipp colouring book for spring, and I am so excited because a colouring book is something that you guys have requested for a very, very long time, but it's something I've been putting off because it's a project that I've never worked on before. I've never took the time to sit down and do it, and these things I tend to procrastinate on because when you're learning something new, it requires a lot of mental energy, and I thought I just need to do it. I just need to actually factor in the time and do it, otherwise it's never going to get done. And you guys know that I really want to illustrate my first children's books, and I want to self-publish these. I think I'm going down the self-publishing route for the first set, and I think the best way to learn about publishing would be to publish a colouring book and figure out layouts, how I'm going to do the layout, and then I can go forward and feel more confident self-publishing my actual children's book. So it looks like hopefully for this launch we will be getting the spring colouring book. My idea is to have a collection of 4 where it is like Katnipp colouring in the seasons, because I'm a very seasonal type of person. We do my mouse mat and my desk setups for the seasons, and I thought, well, it makes sense to do my colouring books seasonal as well. So this is going to be all spring themed. So I want to add the lamb character that I'm creating that I've called Sugar Puff. I want to add that to the colouring book. So I've got 4 more pages to add. Each book is going to have 25 pages to colouring in, which is quite a lot really for a season, and I think it's going to look so cute. I just need to do the book cover, get that sent off. But what I'm going to do is actually try a couple of suppliers to make sure that I like the paper and the book cover. So next up, I actually want to discuss and talk about the plans for the collection. If you follow along on all these vlogs and the business journey, you can see my whole plans for the year. I lay it out every year in quarters, and this year in quarter 1 I was actually going to release a theme park range, but I have actually decided to postpone that to summer for like a June launch, because I am actually going on a Disney World trip with my friend, and I thought I could actually design some t-shirts that I want to wear in the parks and take photos for the launch, and I thought that would make more sense to do it that way. Not only that, but I did want to do a more spring themed collection and introduce a new lamb character, because my birthday is actually in April, and I have such fond memories as a child growing up in April, going to the caravan. We used to have this caravan by the sea in North Yorkshire in a place called Scarborough, and our first trip was always around my birthday time. It had started warming up because the caravan used to be freezing in the winter months, and I just remember seeing all the fields as we drove through the Yorkshire moors, and it was like the most beautiful drive ever, and all the spring lambs were out and all the daffodils, and it just made me so happy. And because I designed some decor decals, wall stickers with tulips, I decided that I wanted to create like a tulip / sheep spring theme for the end of quarter 1. So my aim is the end of April. I know that is fairly late for spring, but realistically I don't want to aim any earlier because I don't want to rush the collection. I want it to be really good, and then it'll be a staple at Katnipp. So I'm actually going to show you my plans because I have rejigged it a little bit. So for my plans, as you guys know if you follow along, I use Milanote. I switched over to Milanote, who have very kindly sponsored today's video. So if you don't know what Milanote is, it is a fantastic planner tool. Not just that, you can do like mood boards on it, and this is what I personally love to do because I'm a very visual person, and since moving over to Milanote for the majority of my mood boarding and my planning, it has inspired me so much, and I wanted to show you the plans that I actually have. So let me show you the plans on screen. This is what my year to view looks like for 2025. I went into a full video if you want to see me break down all of these little collections. So this was 2024's plans. I broke it all down. It's really cute, and I find it really handy. Here is an example of my Christmas collection that I worked on. It was really cute. But let's go back to 2025 here, to my tulip collection in April spring launch. As you can see here, I've got a huge collection to-do list. One thing I like about Milanote is they have this little to-do list at the side, and you can just simply like type in. So I made a collection to-do list of all the things I would potentially like to do. Some things might not get done, like these hair claws. I don't think I'm going to make the target. I had an idea to do bumblebutt, so I'll probably delete these off. It may be summer. I have my basic plans that I would love to release at Katnipp, and then I also have my shop target, so here we can see mid to late April, and then my priority to-do list. So my priority is to send off the desk mat design, which I want to do by the end of this video. These priorities are the things that take the longest, so we'll see about that. The send off for hair claws, I'm actually going to remove that, and then we've got enamel pins and apparel. So these are my priorities. Not only that, I have like a little mini mood board here, as you can see, like the aesthetic I'm going for. But what I like to do is actually go in and do another mood board. This is my mood board. There's Sugar Puff the sheep, my sketch that I did on my iPad, and I've got bumblebutt again. And I get a lot of my inspiration on Pinterest and stuff like that, and I often end up pinning these type of images to my boards, and then what I'll do is I'll bring them into Milanote when I'm ready to build it out. So now all that's left to do is actually develop all these products. If you guys want to try out Milanote, I highly recommend it. I've been absolutely loving it, and it is available for free with no time limit. So sign up for a free Milanote account using my link in the description. I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, I think that looks so cute. So yeah, we've got the classic Katnipp collection for spring. Let me know what you think about the plans. I think they're really exciting. Then hopefully later on we can get to work on this mouse mat. Let's go, shall we? Devils is. Guys, are these baby seagulls? Oh my god, look at them! You have to have baby seagulls, that's a baby seagull! And I have started sketching out my mouse mat. Alright, I'm finished my rough sketch for the mouse mat, and I think it's going to look really cute. I decided to do like a Englishy thatched roof cottage, and I've used my decor decals as a outline that I'm going to re-illustrate for the mouse mat, and I'm going to have it along the bottom here like a tulip border, as if you're looking through into the garden. And then I've added the English countryside in the background with a tractor, or any countryside depending on where you're from, it doesn't really matter. And I've added Sugar Puff the sheep. It looks really cute. And then a little tractor on the field, some more sheep in the background. It's going to be kind of like a nice countryside theme. And I've also added Bumblebutt, but I'm actually adding in Bumbly Button. Do you know what I mean? This was one of my first like illustrations, and one of my inspirations behind Bumblebutt was actually this image that I seen years ago now. Gosh, it must have been like 2015, 2016. And that was my whole inspiration behind Bumblebutt. So I'm actually drawing him backwards and being pollen drunk, because bees actually get pollen drunk, for those of you who don't know, and that's what inspired me. And he's sitting in the tulips snoozing off, and it is currently 21:49, so I don't think I'm going to get it all done tonight, but I'm currently just sat on the sofa with Daisy, and Dean's actually doing, what are you doing? SEO? Dean's doing some like SEO type stuff, trying to get us organically found through SEO. He's been changing all the titles and all the descriptions. He's been working on that for months now, actually. So I'm going to sit here, watch some more Disney vlogs, and start illustrating away. At least I've got the base sketch done and I know what I'm doing. This is actually the hardest bit, like planning the full design, and then now it's just a case of actually doing the line art and everything. I'm actually watching a Japan Tokyo Disney vlog. Oh, I miss Japan so much. So what I managed to finish last night was the illustrations. I managed to finish all the colour in here, and then I started doing my line art. So I like to lighten my line arts on the inside, but me personally, I like to go in and lighten the lines here. So what I tend to do is I lock my line art layer and I colour it in. It's like the simplest way of doing it. I actually think this is looking so cute. It just reminds me of my childhood, like driving through the North Yorkshire moors. Did a little pink tractor as well, and a little thatched roof cottage. I have to admit, there is not many thatched roof cottage in North Yorkshire. You see that more if you go down south in England, but I just really wanted to draw a thatched roof cottage. I don't know why. I think it's really cute. And then I added some sliding sash windows, and then I've done Bumblebutt facing out and seeing his butt this time, and I think this is really cute. I finished my mouse mat design and I am so happy with how this turned out. I think I say this at every collection, but this is one of my favourite collections I've done. But I think I'm biased on this because it represents like me and my birthday a little bit, and it's really giving me like nostalgic like countryside vibes for Katnipp, and I love my new sheep character. So I think I've decided to call her Sugar Puff. I was going to call her Lamb Chop, but actually one of my patrons mentioned that there's already a Sesame Street puppet character called Lamb Chop, so I think that might infringe on copyright infringement. So I thought Sugar Puff's quite cute, but then I also thought Snowball, because she looks like a fluffy snowball. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions, let me know in the comments, or let me know what you think to the name Sugar Puff. I'll have to name her Sugar, like S-U-G-A Puff, because Sugar Puffs is a brand of cereal in the UK and it is trademarked. I've checked the trademark for that. That's the thing with thinking of names and stuff, you have to make sure you're not infringing on anyone's trademark. Anyway, I've just made myself a cup of tea in my cinnamon mug. Look at that, how cute is that? And I just love the colours. It's everything I love. It's soft pinks, it's yellows. I've actually kept the colours deliberately muted this time because there is one thing that I found on my last launch is the greens were very vibrant and they popped out and they looked really beautiful on my desk, to be honest, but I want something a little more muted. I am a muted pastel type of girl, as we know, and I feel like the greens were a little strong. It did look good though, it did look good on my desk, but for this design in particular I wanted it to look really soft and pastel, so I have muted the colours a little bit and I haven't bumped up that saturation, but I think this will actually print so beautifully and I think the colours all work together. Dean is currently sending that off to the manufacturer right now. Anyway, I have actually got a call in exactly 4 minutes, so I'm going to end this vlog here. If you liked it, please don't forget to leave a comment below and a like, so it really helps this channel out, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright then, thanks so much for watching. I love you.